Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Thursday afternoon episode of Ted's Boo Cellar with me, your most gracious host Ted. It is currently 3:42 on the 30th of September 2021. I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve very soon. Now, the reason why I'm doing a Thursday episode this week instead of a Friday one is because I might be going out tomorrow night with my colleagues, and I just thought, in that case, I'd rather get a third episode out this weekend rather than just doing two like I've done the previous couple of weekends. So I thought I'd just do one today instead of tomorrow to kind of make up for that. And today we're going to go for just something a little bit more contemporary and mainstream, because I think it's been a while since I've done like a really mainstream, sort of like more mass-produced sort of drink. So I'm kind of interested to see what this is like, because I have had this before, although not many times. And I know from my memory it is good, although I haven't had this drink in well over a year at least, so my memory of it might be a little bit faded, but I'm interested to see what it's like. And today we're going to be taking a look at the mighty Indian lager, Kingfisher. Now, you can buy this at the moment, as far as I'm aware, from the Students' Union shop at the University of Sussex campus at Falmer House, for I think £2.60 a bottle for, let me see, how many millilitres? It's 650 millilitres, so just over a pint. And it's a 4.8% alcohol volume lager. I believe it's India's most exported beer, right behind, I think, Cobra. I can't remember the exact numbers because they might have changed over the years since I last checked, but I'm pretty sure the most exported beer from India is either Kingfisher or Cobra. At the very least, I think Kingfisher is more widely drunk domestically in India, as far as I remember, but it's a really nice beer. I remember when I went to India one time, I did have it quite a lot, and on like a hot spring day when it's a little bit humid while you're having dinner by the Indian seaside, it's a cold bottle of this is just marvellous. But I think what I'm going to just do, so I'm just going to try and just review this in as simple a way as possible, because I think it's a simple mass-produced mainstream lager, and I think that it deserves that, type of assessment, even though, it could end up being really good. So, anyway, first of all, I do really like the design of the label. You've got this nice, cute little Kingfisher bird on the front here. You've got a good bit of regal gold with some interesting writing. It kind of reminds me of all the best parts of the artistry and the designing of the labels on drinks like Kronenbourg, Cellar, Cobra, Amstel, all the mainstream sort of big mass-produced lagers. It's sort of like, it's very regal, classy, but it's also quite simple as well. So I'll give it a good solid 10 out of 10 for that. It's not too corporate either, which I quite like. So yeah, we'll crack it open and see what our first impressions are like. Hopefully it smells alright. So, ooh, yeah, definitely a good strong crisp lagery smell. It's quite deep, sort of, so when you get that sniff in like a crisp lager beer, and you get that sort of initial crispness at the beginning, the smell, the body of the nose is pretty much just all that. So you've got this very clean, crisp, simple flavour throughout the smell. So immediately you just get the impression that this is a good relaxation beer. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'll give this smell a good 8 out of 10 because it could have a bit more depth to it, but generally refreshing, welcoming, and I like the sound of it. So good solid 8 out of 10 for that. Now have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water, and then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. So to everyone at home, I hope you have a great weekend, and bottoms up. So from what I remember, the draft version is definitely better than the bottle version. I think if you push me, I probably would say I prefer this slightly more than Cobra, although Cobra is still good. I think the main strength of this is that it is a very simple drink. You know what you're getting into. There's sort of a crisp, dry beginning and finish, and then there's sort of kind of like a juicy through line. It's got a very wet texture capped off by a very dry finish, which I think really complements the idea of a simple lager really nicely. And there's a little bit of a fuzziness in the undertones of the flavour as well. But yeah, I'd say not quite as, I think like there could be a bit more of a slightly less muddled texture, because the texture does kind of feel a bit like unremarkable, and it doesn't really lend itself all the time to like the notes of the flavour. But generally speaking, this is about as damn near flawless to like a simple lager as you can get. I wouldn't say it's my absolute favourite lager in the world. I'd say Mythos, Asahi just about edge this one out, as well as also probably Peroni. So this is probably still in my top 5 lagers. Probably my top 10 beers overall, maybe as well. Maybe a stretch. Definitely, it's at least in my top 15 beers overall, and more specifically, it's definitely in my top 5 lagers. It would probably be like number 4 or 5 on my top 5 lagers list, I think. So I'm going to give it a solid 9.25 out of 10. This is an elite beer. I really, really like it. Thoroughly recommended, and it would go magnificently with a nice hot spicy curry. Good stuff. Yeah, I think India can be really proud of this export in particular. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think of it, and let me know if you have any agreements or disagreements with my rating or my review in the video description down below. Pardon me. And if you want to suggest any other ideas for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below as well. If you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. And if you liked this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with what you're here doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.